Lincoln is in the Midlands of the UK. It's got a very rich heritage. We're very, very proud of our heritage. And I think we need to concentrate more on what we've got to offer, not what we haven't got. I think there is an amazing amount of stuff happening in Lincoln, but it's very disconnected. There's a lot of silo working, people kind of going off in their different directions, but it does therefore bring a bit of challenge when you don't want to duplicate things or you want to collaborate. We still have a lot to learn to be genuinely collaborative. LocalMotion is what we always say that we want. We want long-term funding, we want it to be unrestricted, we want the agility and adaptability and the freedom to be able to map our own future, shape it ourselves. That for me is what LocalMotion is about. We've come to a new balance and we are definitely challenging the way that we are thinking because we've had local resource that can just go out and literally absorb anything and everything that is happening in our place. Obviously then that has led to what areas of activity we're looking at. We've got something around community prosperity. Everything is community-led, so we've got community prosperity. There was something around raising aspirations, but not just of young people, of all people. How do we raise the aspirations and the empowerment of all people across our place? The other one is community sustainability, self-sufficient, resilient communities. Like, how do we prepare ourselves for those moments where we get the rug pulled out from under us? How do we challenge the funders and the funding landscape to ensure that more funds reach the people that actually need it? I feel like we've come on leaps and bounds. As a group, we've established a lot more. We've understood what the role of the core group is. We've built those relationships as a group. We make decisions quicker because we iron it out faster and we analyse those critical questions. I'm very proud to have launched Poverty Truth in Lincoln. More than that, I'm excited and proud of the stories that we're hearing and how it's enabled us to engage with a whole new group of people that we wouldn't have potentially been able to engage with before. And already what we're getting out of it far weighs out the effort that has gone in.
I've done some voluntary work with Development Plus, which are linked with LocalMotion. I felt that it was a really important thing to do. I felt that it was important for me and for everybody else that feels like me. People like us never get to share their story, whereas we're just normal people, normal walks of life, different experiences, just saying how it really is, just explaining how we really feel. I just hope everyone listens and it is taken on board and changes are put into place.
There's also an organisation called LEAN, so that's Lincoln Embraces All Nations, and they're working with an organisation called Gyros, creating a constitution or an entity of some sort that is driven by representatives from all of our diverse communities. You know, all the key decisions that we make about our place, how do we flip it all on its head so we are completely, genuinely inclusive? It's genuinely making people believe in Lincoln anything is possible and you are welcome. We've also looked at how we can have some what we're calling community change makers as part of our phase 3, where those are people that we'll identify that are just already doing. How do we recognise their contribution to Lincoln and give them the freedom and just a bit of recognition to just go off and do? That's a new way of thinking for Lincoln, and we are really pleased to be able to put that as part of our phase 3. If we could create a new normal that we constantly had access to people with lived experience or had a story to share, how do we create this environment where we've always got that free-flowing information and engagement with a really diverse group of people? What happens after that really shouldn't be for us to decide.
I feel working with LocalMotion have been beneficial. Feels like it's kind of cliche, but a bit of a happy family. I feel very trusted and believed. It's given me a voice. I'm really hopeful for the future, and I feel quite a good responsibility of being here and being able to share my experience and encourage change.